The field over, the green flag is in the air, and on the break, car number 33, Chuck Rogers, will have the advantage as they work between turns 1 and 2, but now the battle's on for the 4th position. They're almost 3 wide in turn number 3. The Sportsman division will work the machines off of turn number 4 down to the stripe, but here comes Tony Lafo with car number 82, trying to work his car down to the inside as they run side by side. Now, here's Lafo. He's got a fender right up to the door as they run side by side for the number 1 spot. Right there as well in the 3rd position, it is car number 78 for Chris Birdsall. Now he'll try to dive down to the inside. Problem there in turn number 2, 1 car off the pace. Everybody now will have to try to work around that machine as they exit off the corner. Meanwhile, back up front, Tony Lafo with car number 82. So far, he's having a strong run with that entry. He's had a good race car on several occasions in the 2001 season. And right now, he'll show the way off of turn number 2. Chris Birdsall runs in 2nd. Now the battle's on for 3rd. Down the back straightaway. They'll work the machines down into turn number 3, trying to take that 3rd spot away. It is car number 80. And that is the entry driven by Norman Root. The Root's auto repair entry finds a home there in the 3rd position. Meanwhile, further on back, T.H.E now in heavy traffic. He's trying to work his way up to the front. Meanwhile, right behind T.H.E is car number 17 of Dave Zemke. Now he's trying to follow the tire tracks of the T.H.E machine off of turn number 2. He knows T.H.E will blow a hole up on the outside. In the meanwhile, the inside lane starts to open up. Adam Smith now tries to work his machine down to the inside. There's trouble in turn number 2. 1 car is off the pace, and it looks like he's trying to get out of harm's way. We are still green, and your leader is still Tony Lafo. Root runs in 2nd. Birdsall runs in the 3rd spot, but having a strong run tonight, Jack Aquilina with car number 11 now. He'll try to work up to the outside, and it looks like he's going to take that spot away. Side by side, fender to fender, as they exit off the corner. He's battling with the number 5 of Scott Sousa. Sousa trying to hold his position now. Works up the bank. Here comes Aquilina, letting him know that he's there by giving him a shove. Now he will spin the number 5 around, and everybody will take evasive action. And you can see the Sousa machine sitting there on the back straightaway. And now a big gaggle of cars have come together. You can see trouble on car number 9, Corey Hutchins' machine. As a big plume of smoke, as everybody now trying to get through there. Once again, we asked everybody to please remain in your seats. Track and safety workers right on the scene there, checking on those drivers. You could see the damage done to Corey Hutchins' car. Car number 9, of course, that is a car that, as we told you, that has been driven by Moose Stoutland in the 2001 season. Of course, Moose Stoutland, suffering some injuries back a few weeks ago, has taken himself out of the race car along with Moose Stoutland's late model car, where he's had a lot of success as well. In the meantime, they're checking on that driver. We believe that is T.H.E, defending Sportsman champion, up there in turn number 4. Once again, we want to welcome the media that is here today. Hey, Tony Lafo shows the way down into turn number 1, but here comes Norman Root. He's knocking on heaven's door. Now the battle's on for 3rd. Chris Birdsall trying to work down to the inside, trying to hold the challenges off of the driver that gets a little bit sideways there. He was the driver challenging. That was Dwayne Dorr. Another machine gets shuffled down the line. That's the Procaccini machine. Is Procaccini now falling back, losing several spots. And meanwhile, Jack Aquilina with problems on that machine. He pulls down to the center of the infield, but back up front, off turn number 4, back down to the stripe. Tony Lafo shows the way. Norman Root runs 2nd. Chris Birdsall there in the 3rd position. There's a good battle now for the 5th spot, and it is a good one. keep your eye. That is the number 59 machine of Ted Dupree now working to the inside of Dwayne Dorr, taking that position away. In the meanwhile, off of turn number 2, it is still Tony Lafo in command, but Norman Root with car number 80. He is right there, and he is just waiting for the number 82 of Lafo to slip up the speedway just a little bit as they work down the back straightaway. Off turn number 4 and back down to the stripe. Lafo, Root, Sean Monahan now, the current point leader, currently runs in the 3rd position. 4th is the number 78 of Chris Birdsall. Then it is Dupree. Back down to the line. Tony Lafo trying to hold off the challenges of Norman Root. As now he takes a peek down to the inside, thought better of it, tucks it back in line, and they'll work down the back straightaway in the form of Tony Lafo. Lafo certainly with a strong race car tonight, but look at Monahan now, getting awful racy with car number 31, and now he'll try to work up to the outside, trying that outside groove, seeing if there is a groove there, as now they work down the back straightaway once again. Can Tony Lafo hold off the challenges tonight of Norman Root, the driver of car number 80, as they exit off the corner? Now, Lafo gets a little bit sideways. That opens up the door. Now, Root may have the advantage off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Sean Monahan can't believe his eyes. Do I go to the inside? Do I go to the outside? When they come off of turn number 4 and down to the stripe, the 2-lap marker has been given to the field, this time by Tony Lafo. If he looks in his rearview mirror, he's going to see 2 of the strongest competitors here at the Waterford Speedbowl, Sean Monahan and Norman Root, as the white flag is in the air. So right now, for the final time, off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, can he hold off for the victory down to the stripe? Picking up the win, it is Tony Lafo over Sean Monahan and Norman Root. Gentlemen, who's going to be joining me a little bit later on up in the broadcast booth, Sean Monahan, the current point leader, and a strong second-place finish. Sean, I'll tell you, you missed one race in the 2001 season. You lead the points. I'll tell you, things are clicking for you.
Yeah, you know, it really doesn't even matter about a future win. Congratulations to Tony Lafo. He ran a good race. I think I had a little more car than him. I just ran out of time, but that's okay. If I could take second place and keep on stretching out my point lead, I mean, praise the Lord, that's what I'm here to do.
How'd the track conditions get after that red flag situation?
Well, I'm happy that they made a mistake and put me back to 5th, because if I started on the outside, I would have been a little nervous.
So certainly a strong run tonight with car number 31, and certainly glad to see you at a podium finish, and certainly missing one race. You got to be pretty happy with yourself and your crew.
Yeah, I mean, for where we came from at the beginning of the year, we didn't even know if we were going to race, and some accidents set us back some ways, and just to be able to be up here is an honor, never mind a point leader. I really got to thank Critical Signs and Graphics. That's my own company. Pinnacle Auto Glass, Monroe Muffler and Brake recently jumped on board. American Electrical Services, John Burnett for the awesome horsepower. Yankee Peddler and Pawn, and of course TK's Custom Auto, who always pulls me out of my troubles.
Okay, Sean Monahan with a great finish here tonight as he brings car number 31 home in the second position. But tonight, the gentleman that's holding the checkered flag in our Sportsman division, the driver of car number 82, Tony Lafo. And we'll talk to him about his win, because I'll tell you, if he looked in his rearview mirror, he saw some hard challengers, especially the number 31 of Sean Monahan and, of course, the number 80 of Norman Root. But you know what? All said and done, Tony, you're standing here in victory lane. You got the checkered flag. You got the trophies. Now let's talk about the win.
I don't know. I didn't think we were going to see victory lane again. It's been so long. I forgot what it feels like to be standing out here. It's been a real tough year. Last year we had 2 wins, and this year it just seems like every week something went wrong, and The car's been good and the car's been bad, and we just haven't gotten a handle on it this year. But tonight the car was fantastic, and the crew's been doing a great job. Everybody's stuck by me, all year, and here we are.
Talk about some of the sponsors on your machine. I know you got quite a few that gets you here to the racetrack each and every Saturday night.
Probably our two favorite sponsors who are here all the time is, number one, our primary sponsor is the Racing for Kids program through the DCF, and also Rob and his son from Country Market, who have been here almost every week all summer. They've been a big help providing all our food and drinks, and we got a lot of other sponsors that we'd like to thank. Professional Exterminating, Tony's Package Store, I've had them, American Sign, AJ's Pizza, and probably a couple more.
Talk about after the red flag situation when we went back to green flag racing conditions. Were you a little bit nervous on the restart?
I was only nervous because the car was shutting off. Last time, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were down there and we were in fourth under red flag, and the car just shut off, and then we had problems with tires going down, and after that we were all done for the night. And when we were sitting over there, all of a sudden the car just shut off and it wouldn't fire up again. I was afraid it wasn't going to start and I was going to have to go in the pits, but last minute it fired up and we went, and I don't even know who was behind me.
Well, congratulations goes out to you for picking up your first win of the 2001 season. Certainly a great effort by you, your sponsors, and your crew.
Thank you.
Okay, Tony Lafo, your Sportsman winner tonight. In the meanwhile, photos will continue to be clicked off down here in Victory Lane.